I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. happen. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. My neighbors compete to see who can put up more blinding lights. The kids all wish away the month 'cause they want presents in sight. This year had me so mad. I've been bad, got coal that is sitting under my tree. I think that my Christmas has died. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. When I was just a boy, Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am. But right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This
And live from Brightspeed Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena, it is Game 2 of the Route 66 Showcase. Hello, everybody. Steve Casson with you, along with Ryan Cleves, as we start Game number 2. If you missed it, it was Drury with a 3-2 victory over Arkansas in Game number 1. They take that victory late in the third period, and we have Game number 2. I'll be keeping us on the air. Amari Johnson will be doing some great camera work for us, and we will be ready for action here as these two teams get ready to play in Game 2 of the Route 66 Showcase. We'll try to get everything straightened out. I don't know how loud it is for you or not, or do you need to go up a little bit more? Okay, how about now? How's that?
That sounds just about fine.
Okay, there we go. So Reagan, good to have you aboard, and I know that you'll be doing kind of a tag team with me in a couple of games, tag team with Steve Granato in a couple of games, and then several on your own, and you've really helped us out this weekend, so thanks so much for doing that. And right now, you have one of the interesting games between Maryville and your team, Central Michigan.
Yeah, indeed, and it's two teams that are kind of on opposite ends of ascendancy and descendancy in the ACHA over the last couple of years. Central Michigan made it to 5 national tournaments coming in, or 4 straight national tournaments coming into a season ago, where they missed it for the first time in 5 years. And Maryville, for the first time in quite some time, is ranked in the top 25. So two teams that have had drastically different starts to the season. Maryville off to a 7-2-0-1 start in their first 10. Central Michigan 5-7 on the season, but they've played a lot of tough teams. They're 0-6 against teams ranked in the top 25 this season. So we'll see how Central Michigan fares tonight against a Maryville team that's dominated their opponents as of late. Their only losses coming to Illinois State, and as well as a tie and a loss to Dordt. Central Michigan, again, they're 4-2 in their last 6 games, and both these two teams coming in a little bit less of a trip for Maryville than Central Michigan. A 12-hour bus ride for the Chippewas, and we'll see how the bus legs affect them here this afternoon. Taking a look at your leading scorers for both teams. For Central Michigan, Jace Johnson leads the way in goals with 10. The sophomore led Michigan High School hockey his senior season 2 years ago with 75 points in his senior season. Then you got Isaac Hopp, his line mate, with 9 assists on the season. Then Isaac Gibbs and Jace Johnson. Again, that top line for Central Michigan, so very good for them to start this season. The only players on the team with double-digit points, and they lead in all 3 categories. Isaac Gibbs and Johnson both have 12 points, respectively. On the other side of the ice for the Saints, they got Sam Bomer, 7 goals, 7 assists, tied with Joey Button in the lead for helpers, but Bomer is all alone at the top of the scoring chart with 7 goals, 7 assists for 14 points. On the other side of things, goaltending has been very strong for Maryville to start off this season. Tyler Montgomery playing 6 games, 4 of those coming out with a win. But if you take a look at his numbers, a absolutely minuscule 0.79 goals against average. And that leads not only Maryville, but also tops most of the charts in the ACHA among qualified netminders who have played at least 180 minutes. For Central Michigan, on the other hand, we got Isaac Leisner, who's a newcomer to the team, but by no means a newcomer to the league. Spent 3 seasons bouncing around Finlandia and Eastern Michigan, the Division 2 and 1 levels, before coming to Central Michigan. He picked up his first shutout in the ACHA last weekend against Michigan Flint, but he stands atop the net-minding charts for Central Michigan, a 4.23 goals against average and a 910 save percentage, but he will sit out at least tonight. Caleb Woolery gets the start for Central Michigan. We're just a little bit away from the starting lineups being introduced down below us. We'll pause. Play-by-play coming up next here from Brightspeed Ice Park. Gain seems to be really cranked on my end. It's really fuzzy.
Well, unfortunately, we have lost our PA feed. That happened earlier in the game, so we're without that right now. Trying to do the best we can to grab that, but not able to at this point. Although they are announcing the starting lineups.
Starting on defense for the Saints, number 25, Thomas Vitt. And starting on defense, number 59, Peyton Wiley. And starting in goal for the Maryville Saints, number 1, Tyler Montgomery. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for this afternoon's playing of the national anthem.
As the national anthem concludes, it's time to take a look at the starting lineups here tonight for the Saints and the Chippewas. Starting netminders for Central Michigan, they turn to Caleb Woolery, who in 5 games has posted a 1-4 record, a .503 goals against average, and an .890 save percentage. For the Saints, they go with Tyler Montgomery, who through 6 games has posted a 4-0-0-1 record, that one tie being a shootout loss to Dort a couple of weeks ago. And as we mentioned in the pregame show, an 0.74 goals against average and a .970 save percentage. The Saints will move from left to right across your radio dial. Home white uniforms with black and red trim, red pants, white socks, and red helmets and red gloves as well. Central Michigan counters right to left, wearing those road maroon uniforms with gold trim, maroon pants, maroon socks, and gold helmets. Starters for Central Michigan, they go with their top line of Andrew Siraki, Connor Morgan, and Nick Kuhn. Their defense, Sam Kamara and Josh Gilgren. For Maryville, they go with Sam Bomer, Gavin Free, Thomas Vitt, and Jared Ledecky alongside their netminder Tyler Montgomery and Caden Whaley, rounding out those starting 5 for the Saints. Play is underway down below us in the Maryville end to our left. They're able to clear it out, though, and Central Michigan controls its center. They'll loft it to the near side. It'll be chased after on the near side by Thomas Vitt. He got worked over, chasing back into his own end. Here is Caden Whaley. He'll play it up the right wing and back out to center. It'll be controlled by Sam Kamara. After a little bit, it'll be taken here by Maryville and dumped into the near side, where Josh Gilgren, right in front of the broadcast perch here, will play it up the left wing wall, and it's gotten out here by Nick Kuhn. Central Michigan struggled to get into the offensive zone thus far. Another turnover at the Maryville line allows the Saints to dump and chase. It's pinned up along the half boards across the way. Josh Gilgren couldn't find it. Here's a shot lifted over top of the goal by Brandon Cromer. Back for the right point, kept in there by Colin Johnson, down to the near side, fed out in front, but it was intercepted by Josh Gilgren. Good opportunity there for Joey Button, who leads the Saints in assists. Chris Armentrout trying to get things out for Central Michigan. He will. This is going to go all the way down the ice, though. Tyler Montgomery had to some Chippewas pressuring, cleared it to the line, but not out. Back behind the net, here's Nathan Meek from Maryville. Got it up to the point. Chris Martin's hammer shot goes wide of the blocker's side of Montgomery. Now up the right wing, here come the Saints. Across that line, McMillan stripped to the puck, and it'll be Chris Armentrout to control for the Central Michigan Chippewas. Can't maintain firm control of it, though, as it's battled for along the way. Comes back up to the point. Here's a shot through traffic wide. Back up along the half wall. The near side, Isaac Gibbs takes it out. The leading scorer for Central Michigan. He's across that line left side. Cuts in with a shot. right into the glove of Tyler Montgomery. He holds with 156 gone in this opening period. Both teams getting their fair share of chances, though the Saints have kind of led in shots early on, at least scoring opportunities. Face off to the right of Montgomery, won by Maryville. It'll be controlled here by Garrett White. He'll play it up the wall, and the Saints will break out. Head on left wing. He's dumped into the near corner by Talkman. Hutton for the Chippewas. Gets it up to the point, but not out. Slapped right in. Look out. Puck free in the right wing circle. Stepping in, a shot lofted up in the air, and Isaac Hopp is able to glove that to the corner. Back up to the right point. Vitt tees it up, fires a shot blocked by Hopp. The rebound settled in the slot. It was snapped just wide. Now another shot from the right wing half wall. Blocked out in front. It's loose, and it's cleared once again to the point, but not out. Central Michigan can't clear the zone. Finally, they intercept a puck, and Chris Martin, a headman pass. Tipped ahead by Isaac Hopp. Chase Johnson into the offensive end for Central Michigan. Pulls up in the corner. They battle for it there. Isaac Hopp in to help out his winger. And will be controlled by Maryville behind the net. Bouncing puck sent out in front after a turnover. And it's loose in the left wing circle. Hopp pulls it free. Garrett White pressing him to the boards. Just under 3 minutes gone in this opening period. Central Michigan and Maryville battling it out here at Brightspeed Ice Park. Chippewas win it for years. A shot from the right wing half wall. Drifts high of the net. Clements kept it in at the left point for Central Michigan. His shot blocked again out in front. Look out. A rebound is loose. Gibbs denied once and twice, and it's clear to the point but not out. Here's Bowerson. A shot blockered away by Montgomery. Back up at the left point. It'll be pitchforked into the offensive end. It will be controlled by Garrett White, and he'll try to settle things down here for Maryville. A dominant possession there for Central Michigan in the last couple of minutes. Maryville finally gets a change. Fresh bodies out on the ice for the Saints. It'll be controlled in the far corner by Rusty Hess. He'll play to the near side for Clements. And it's back along the half wall for Grollo. Grollo couldn't get it out. Coughed it up. Ben Beer up at the point. Flipped it back on in. Bowerson's clearing attempt knocked down by Grollo at center. And it's loose at the Brightspeed Ice Park logo. Across that line, Grollo stripped to the puck. And it'll be played right in front of the penalty boxes where it's dumped all the way in. And the defensive pairing of Clements and Miller will head off for a change. 5:10 gone in this opening period. Shot was drifted in on Woolery. Camaro will flip it around the boards. Kept into the left point, a shot, and it's gloved down calmly by the sophomore netminder for Central Michigan. 4:19 gone in this first period. We're scoreless here in game number 2. Already to the right of Caleb Woolery. Already played 20 games in his young collegiate career. He was the Central Michigan main netminder a season ago. This is dumped in wide of Tyler Montgomery. He'll come out of his crease to direct traffic. Clearing attempt kept into the point, stepping in a shot that was denied. Gilgren letting that one go for the right point. They battle for it down behind Montgomery. It's pulled free by the Saints. Up the left wing, Ledecky couldn't control. It's back out at center. Gilgren touches it on ahead, deflected into the offensive end for Central Michigan. There by Siraki. Maryville picks it up, and they're over the line right wing. There's a shot that goes wide, and we've got an offside the call. Sam Bomer just a little ahead of the play. 4:55 to go. I mentioned this is only game 2 of 9. Lots of games coming up this weekend. All of them will be right here on Web Sports Radio. Missouri State takes on Arizona State later on this evening. Top 25 matchup. First rankings coming out just last weekend. Play back underway. Lucas Hutton on the near side. Play it ahead with help from Chris Martin. The captain couldn't get it out though. It's poked ahead on the right wing, got caught up in the linesman, and will be played at the blue line. Bomer will play it back at his own line defensively here. 5:20 gone in the opening period. He swung around to the near side as the Saints charge left to right. They're stymied at the line though. It's played back into the Saints end. Up in the near wing, Colin Johnson lofts this one ahead. A man behind the defense, that's Bomer. He'll beat everybody to the puck in the far corner, and Caleb Woolery comes out of his net to calmly play it, and a few extracurriculars post whistle. Danny Lee Heading in there with Lucas Hutton and Chris Martin. Meanwhile, we'll have a draw to the right of Woolery here. We open the broadcast with the fact that these two teams kind of on opposite trajectories in the ACHA. Here's a shot from the left point as play is back underway. But Central Michigan made it to 4 consecutive national tournaments from 2019. Here's a shot saved by Woolery, and it's cleared out. Johnson trying to get it ahead, but he coughed it up. It'll be played back along the far half boards. Back to the near side, Isaac Gibbs, right at the apex of the corner, will take it and flip it into the Maryville end. Racing back there is Brad Beer. He had to beat the speedy Jace Johnson to the puck, and so he did. Stepping over the line, here's McMillan, rips a shot high over top of the net, and it'll be kept alive by Maryville. Swung around to the near side, Maddox Grimes, the extra skater tonight for Central Michigan, plays it to the far corner, where Isaac Hopp will play it. Hopp, coughed up the puck, Ferrari, got it up to the high slot, but Central Michigan intercepted, and look out, Isaac Hopp had that headman pass skip just over his stick, and now he's a shot from the far half wall, swallowed up by Montgomery. 6:41 remaining, they're gone in this first period. Maryville, on the other hand, kind of on the up and up in the ACHA, 7-2-0-1, off to one heck of a start in the Mid-American Collegiate Hockey Conference. In the Silver Division on the east side of things. Now flip past ahead, the Saints work in, a shot snapped just wide there by Talkman. A golden opportunity. Woolery looked to be a little bit off his angle. Now out come the Chippewas. Gilgren will try to dump this in deep, but got caught up in a Saint, and we're going to have an offside here on the Chippewas as they couldn't gain the line. But got caught up in a couple of bodies, and we'll have a face-off in front of the Maryville end. Face-off controlled by the Saints. They'll flip it onto the near side, or Sam Camara will take it in and dump it behind the Saint net. Montgomery out to play it. Left it off defensively, and the Saints only get it out to the blue line. Here's Whaley on the breakout. Gets the return feed. And Rusty Hess up left wing. Coughed up the puck. It bounces around at center. It'll be dumped in here by the Saints. And Josh Gilgren back there for Central Michigan. Out of Purdue Northwest. Spent a couple of years with their Division I program before transferring to Central Michigan. Over the line, here's Connor Morgan back the other way. Chippewa forward. Got it back up to the point, but it couldn't be handled cleanly by Camara, forcing the Chippewas to regroup. And Camara will head off for a change. Meanwhile, the Chippewas heavy on the forecheck here. Martin kept it in at the right point, slaps it down behind the goal. Just a hair over 8 minutes gone in this period. Shots 5-4 from Maryville. Puck behind the Central Michigan end. Lucas Hutton scored his first career goal a weekend ago. His shot was blocked on the near half boards before it chipped down into the corner. Battling for it there, Keegan Holub poked it free behind the net. Ben Beer battling for it there. Lucas Hutton able to get to the loose puck on the near side. The battle ensues once again, and Connor Morgan flips it across the way. Chris Martin can't get it out. Central Michigan's had trouble breaking out cleanly of their end. It's been a back and forth contest here through the first 8 minutes. Shot on the entry there by Johnson, skittered wide. Rebound collected on the far corner there by Hutton. Will dance around in his own end with the forecheck pressure coming from Ben Beer. Now will lift a long stretch pass ahead. Couldn't connect there with Jake Bishop. And it'll be played back into the Central Michigan end where Hutton will play it. Defensively, rink wide feed knocked away. And it's chipped back into the corner. A race for the puck ensues. They go to the corner. Garrett White knocked down. Got it free though. Into the corner. Big hit across the way against Ledecky. Chippewas get it out, but it's lifted right back in. Maryville pressuring on the forecheck here. And Armentrout will play it ahead. Chris Martin trying to break out of his own end. We're just about halfway through this opening period. Lots of back and forth here to start this game. Neither team really generating a lot of scoring chances. Stepping over the line. Here's a shot saved by Woolery. Rebound laid out in front, and it couldn't be cleared by Central Michigan on the initial attempt, but they do get it out eventually and down to the St. end. That was a good opportunity for Danny Lay. Stepping right into the slot, Woolery couldn't control the rebound. That's been an issue for him in his first 5 starts of the season. Isaac Hopp, nifty move through center, head on left wing to Gibbs. He'll dump it in wide of Montgomery, and it'll carry him off the end boards. Racing it after it is Jace Johnson, spins along the end boards, trying to feed it out in front, but it was sent just wide, and it's ripped back up to the right point. Kept alive by Maddox Grimes, the freshman for Central Michigan out of Jackson United High School. Free in the slot, cleared up ahead on right wing, but knocked down at center by Bowerson before it's feathered back in by Isaac Gibbs. The second line out there for Central Michigan, Gibbs, Johnson, and Hopp. Gibbs gets manhandled into the boards along the end wall. Maryville, as a result, picks up the puck, and they'll charge right to left to right. Over the line, a one-time blast was blocked. Button let the shot go on the entry, and Central Michigan will collect the rebound. Jace Johnson up the left wing, stepping across the line in with a wrist shot. Stopped by Montgomery, rebound back behind the goal. Battle forward in the corner, cleared up the wall. Camara was able to maintain control for CMU, but coughed it up at the blue line. CMU is forced to go back into their own end. Gilgren fed it on ahead to Jace Johnson. He's across the line, lost the puck. It'll go into the corner where Miller will battle for it with Johnson. Colin Johnson out of Imperial, Missouri, won the battle, and it'll be moved up the right wing here for the Saints. Dumping it in. He'll go to the near side corner. Sam Camara battling for it there with Colin Hamill. Now up the right wing, Central Michigan away with the puck. Grollo across the line. Will flop it in on goal. Montgomery directed it into the corner. Julian Johnson there for the Chippewas. Fed it across the way. Clearing attempt knocked down to the point by Hutton. He fed it down the wall, but it was picked up by Maryville. They'll dump it down the ice and go for changes. 7:55 to go in the opening period. We're all even. 6 apiece in shots and 0s on the scoreboard. Back in his own end, it'll be controlled by Brandon Cromer. Back out at the Maryville line. Battle for it before it's sent back in on Montgomery. Look out, he almost flubbed that pass. And with pressure from Siraki, the netminder out of St. Louis will put a halt to play. 7:37 to go in the opening period. We are scoreless. You're at Brightspeed Ice Park. Connor Morgan to dig in for Central Michigan to the left of Tyler Montgomery, won by the Saints, and it'll be rimmed around to the near side and chipped out by Bear. Over the right wing line, dumping it in, chasing after it is Gavin Free. They go behind the net. Hutton cleared it up the wall, kept alive though off the intercept. It's loose in the left wing circle before it's taken out here by Central Michigan. Siraki's rink wide feed knocked down, but controlled here by Connor Morgan. Steps to the line, backdoor. Siraki, he tried to feed it back out in front, but Montgomery cut down the angle and he'll hold on. With 12:50 gone in this first period, neither team has really been able to set up anything in terms of extended zone time. It's been a lot of back and forth odd man rushes for both teams. And so far, both netminders up to the task. Central Michigan now leads the shots 7-6. Make that 8-6 now as Montgomery had to turn that one aside. It's played back out to center. Lucas Hutton controls in the near wing. His lead pass was chipped into the zone before it's taken back out here by Maryville. Across that line, right wing. Cutting in a centering feed. Couldn't connect. There by Beer, and they'll battle forward in the corner. Ledecky with Hutton. The Chippewa number 22 poked it free. It's eventually back on the far wing, where in the corner. Another battle for it there. Bishop was able to hold up his man just long enough for Bowerson to send it up and out into the Chippewa bench. Went off the glass, so there will be no penalty. CMU will be allowed to change. 6:24 remaining here in this first period. Draw to the right here of Caleb Woolery. Nathan Bottles unable to win it. Cleanly for Central Michigan. It was sent back into the corner before it was lofted back out to center. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Skitters across to the Chippewa line. Clements moving up the right wing will dump this in on Montgomery, and with Bishop pressuring. It'll be controlled and held onto. Montgomery out of Seckman High. Played 41 games during his high school tenure. 21, 12, and 7 in his career, playing in his sophomore season for the Saints. He's been sharp not only this season, but also throughout his career. Another shot lifted in by Armin Trout. Maybe if he holds on to that, he might be able to get a little bit faster of a shot on, maybe try and get Montgomery. Beat him up high, but a little bit of a one-touch shot doesn't go, and there'll be another face-off to the left with the St. netminder. One cleanly by the Saints. They get it out to center, but quickly turn it over. It's sent back into the St. end, where it'll be controlled here by Button. Up the right wing, ahead here to Ferrari. Cuts over the line. Here's a shot once again by Button, and it's held on to by Woolery. Button out of Danville, Illinois. He's been awful good this season for the Saints. Leads the team in assists with 7 in just 10 games. Actually tied with Sam Bomer in that category. Bomer leads the team in goals and points. Without an opportunity right off the face-off, and Gilgren and it's D'Angelo Ferrari getting a couple of words exchanged right in front of Caleb Woolery. A good opportunity for the Saints right there. Woolery was able to get that left pad down on the ice and make the save. Now another opportunity right off the face-off, and a good left pad save by the Central Michigan netminder. Gilgren into the corner. Goes for the hit, not for the puck, and as a result, the Saints control behind the goal. It's poked free. Josh Gilgren after it. Absorbs the check there from Button. And the puck once again is loose along the far corner. Hop battling for it there for Central Michigan. He's unable to win it, but Nick Karam's back out to center ice. Johnson pinwheeling in his own end. Got it up the right wing to Button. Ahead with speed. Here's Ferrari across that line. They'll battle forward in the corner. Sam Camara on patrol for Central Michigan. Poked it free to Jace Johnson. He lost control of it momentarily before it's slapped back out to center. Under 5 to play in the opening period. We've been even as it gets. 9-9 the shots. And we remain scoreless. Josh Gilgren off the half boards, back out to center, and lifted on ahead by Jace Johnson. Montgomery way out of his net with Isaac Gibbs pressuring, and it's a man you don't want to let get even the slimmest of chances is Isaac Gibbs, so a smart play there by Montgomery. Gibbs has 80 points in just 72 games played in his career for Central Michigan. He leads the team with 12 points thus far this season, tied with Jace Johnson. Play back down on the Maryville end with 4:30 to go in this opening period. Julian Johnson took a spill behind the net, couldn't collect the pass that was intended for him, and a battle ensues across the way along the half boards. Worked free by the Saints. Holub will move it out to center, and it'll drift in on Caleb Woolery, and he will put a halt to action. With Sam Bomer on patrol. 4:10 to go in the opening period. Central Michigan and Maryville deadlocked here in Game 2 of the Route 66 showcase. 6 teams involved here this weekend. We saw Drury beat Arkansas earlier on today. Maryville and Central Michigan here at the moment. Then Missouri State and Arkansas will wrap things up in the nightcap this evening. Under 4 to play here in the first. Puck dumped into the Central Michigan end. Pass around the boards, too hard for Maddox Grimes. Loose puck corralled by the Saints. They flipped it across the face of goal, and Clements will pitchfork this one down the ice. Almost scraped the rafters here at Brightspeed Ice Park, and icing will be the call against Central Michigan. It's been those things that Central Michigan's kind of struggled with throughout the start of this season, is maintaining those clean breakouts. This game is shaping up very similarly to how it has been in the last couple of games for Central Michigan. They had a hard-fought, fairly low-scoring series against Michigan Flint. 6-1 the aggregate score over 2 games in that series. Likewise, Maryville coming off of a series which they swept like Central Michigan. Here's Connor Morgan in the offensive end for Central Michigan. Worked it free. Siraki tried to center it out in front. Bouncing puck goes behind the goal. It'll be corralled in the far corner by Crummer. Trying to get it up to the line, and he will not get it out as Connor Morgan came sweeping across to keep it alive. Chippewa forward controls at center. Will dump it in and go off for a change with under 3 to play. Here in this first period, bouncing puck. Bounced past Clements, and Maddox Grimes will slap it off the boards in front of the Central Michigan bench. Sent right back in. Here by Gavin Free. Behind the net, Central Michigan controls. Nathan Bottles along the near side. Tried the give and go, but it was broken up. Puck will drift in. It was cut off by Clements, and now he gets hit up high. He goes down, and will be slow to go off the ice, and it's offside against Central Michigan on the rush the other way. Armentrout just a tad behind Jake Bishop, and we'll have a halt to action with 2:28 to go in this opening period. And a big hit right in front of the Central Michigan net. You see Brandon Clements headed off the ice, and he will most likely at least head off the bench. Possibly the dressing rooms, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on him as things go on. But that brings to mind, for Central Michigan fans at least, a big piece of the puzzle missing here tonight. Owen Campbell out of the lineup. Got banged up in that second game against Michigan Flint a weekend ago. And the player who has played 72 games in the ACHA, racked up 63 points in that span. He's out of the lineup tonight. And outside of that line of Gibbs, Hop, and Johnson, he's been one of the leading scorers for this Central Michigan team. Dearly missed, out of the lineup tonight. Look out, Kilgren coughed it up. Maryville in, shot saved by Woolery. Point blank denied McMillan, and now it's loose in the slot before it's chopped out here by Armentrout. Ahead on left wing to Bishop. Bishop crunched to the boards there by Maryville defense, and it's worked out once again through center. He had a couple bodies, and it's played back to the Maryville line. 96 seconds to go in this opening period. Chippewas and Saints scoreless. Here in their first ever meeting between these two teams. Isaac Gibbs to dig in with Danny Lee. Won by the Chippewas. Chipped up to the point where it'll be gotten out by Isaac Hop. Look out, Jace Johnson intercepted a pass at the Maryville blue line. He's in for Central Michigan. Worked it down into the corner. They battle for it there. 2-on-2, where it's Isaac Gibbs and Jace Johnson for Central Michigan. And Thomas Vitt able to work it free, but he coughed up the puck quickly. Gibbs battling for it behind the goal. There with Sam Bomer. And the Saints are able to work it free. Final minute of play in this opening period. It's been back and forth here at Brightspeed Ice Park. Isaac Gibbs across that line, dangling into the slot. Makes a man trip and lofts his shot in, and swallowed fairly calmly by Tyler Montgomery. And he'll hold with 49.7 seconds to go. Ensuing faceoff will be to the left of Montgomery. Connor Morgan to dig in for Central Michigan, along with his counterpart, Indiangelo Ferrari. Ferrari won it. Saints able to get it out. So under 45 to play in the first. Cutting through center. Here's Meek across that line, dangling into the circle. A shot saved by Woolery. Rebound behind the net, controlled by Connor Morgan. Got it up the right wing for Andrew Siraki. Half a minute to play. Hutton across that line will loft it in on goal. Montgomery directed it into the corner. Loose behind the net, Nick Kuhn. There for Central Michigan. He was rubbed off the puck. Cleared to the line by the Saints, but not out. Saints able to poke it free to center, where it's back to the Central Michigan line. Hutton ahead on right wing. Siraki lost it in his feet, and he'll just take it and dump it in. This is going to be a penalty here on the Saints right at the end of the period. Siraki belted in front of the Central Michigan net, and it will be a Maryville penalty here right at the 19:59 mark of this first period. It'll be Hess to the box for the first Chippewa power play of the evening. Face off to the right of Montgomery. It's but a formality as there's 1/10 of a second left. Buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the first period. Both teams getting a couple of decent chances, but neither team really being able to set up anything in terms of offensive zone time, and we go to the break scoreless here from Brightspeed. We'll step aside. First intermission here, 0-0 from Brightspeed Ice Park, Game 2 of the 2024 Route 66 Showcase.
at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh just happened. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. My neighbors compete to see who can put up more blinding lights. The kids all wish away the month 'cause they want presents in sight. This year had me so mad. I've been bad, got coal that is sitting under my tree. I think that my Christmas has died. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song.
Both teams making their way back out onto the ice for period number 2 here at Brightspeed Ice Park. Central Michigan and Maryville battling it out in Game 2 of the Route 66 showcase here at Brightspead Ice Park. Reagan Cleaves alongside Steve Casson pushing the 1s and 2s here on Web Sports Radio. So happy that you have chosen to spend your early evening, late afternoon with us here from Springfield, Missouri. Central Michigan on the power play to start things off here in this second period, trailing in shots 12-13. But to be honest, it was about as even as you could get in that first period. Both teams back and forth generating limited chances here and there, but both teams again coming out unscathed. The first penalty came with just 1 second left in that first period. Hess whistled off for a rough. The St. Louis, Missouri native, the junior, will spend the next 2 minutes in the box as we're set to drop the puck here for period number 2. Central Michigan left to right across your radio dial. Maryville right to left. Maryville on the whites, Central Michigan in the maroons. They're closing the Zamboni door down to our left. Referees decide that it is properly secured, and we're just about set here at Brightspeed. Caleb Woolery in net to our left, stopped 13 Maryville shots in the opening frame. Montgomery right down to our right, stopped all 13 Chippewa shots. Puck is down, we're underway here in period 2. Central Michigan on the power play again this season. They've put up a 21.95% mark on the season. Puck cleared to the line, look out, a shorthanded opportunity here for the Saints, but coming back and hauling down his man was Chris Martin, and that is going to draw a penalty. It didn't come from the official standing right in front of the play, but indeed it stops a shorthanded break. Martin's going to go off for a trip. He's asking the referee about it, but nothing's going to come of it other than a sit in the sin bin. So Central Michigan, a rather brief power play. As Chris Martin to the box here at 24 seconds of the period will even things up. Face-off won by Maryville. They'll control the offensive end. Here's a shot from the top of the left circle sent on by Caden Whaley. Rebound will be controlled in the far corner. Central Michigan able to wheel out with it and up right wing. It'll be centering feed here for Connor Morgan. He dances across the line, chases the loose puck down into the corner. Will be chopped to the far side there by Thomas Vitt. Siraki trying to pull it free for Central Michigan along the far corner. Worked it down behind the net, centered it out in front. Look out, Gilgren, his shot was blocked. And away comes Maryville. Up the left wing, Lucas McMillan across that line left side, into the circle, backdoor feed. Couldn't connect there with Bomer. He was wide open on the back door. They couldn't capitalize on that beautiful opportunity. Here's a shot from the left point, blocked down in front by Gilgren. Rebound controlled by Maryville in the near corner. Back down low. Battle for it ensues. Kamara knocked down his man, Nathan Meekin, to pick things up. Pardon me, that's McMillan. Worked it free up to the point. Here's Whaley. He's got it, long shot through traffic, saved by Woolery. Rebound is loose, and the sophomore will sprawl out to the right of the net to hold on. With a minute and 30 seconds gone here in this second period. Pretty good pressure here by Maryville on this 4-on-4. A little bit more open ice, and it's allowed Central Michigan to fall behind a little bit here, and well, Maryville the upper hand. Face off to the right of Woolery, won by Central Michigan. Brendan Clements trying to get things out on right wing. He does. Nathan Bottles steaming up the wing. Across the line, will chase it down into the corner around the referee. And they'll battle for it now in the corner. Bottles with Bishop helping. Nathan Meek back there for Maryville. They battle for it there. Pulled free here by the Chippewas. Bottles spin around shot. That was denied. Rebound collected by the Saints. Meek will steam up the left wing out of the box. Hops Hess. Saints have a short 20-second power play here. They control on the offensive end. Tied up though along the near boards. Chippewas have Bottles and Clements. And Ledecky comes up with the puck for the Saints. Up to the right point. Here's Johnson down the wall. Collecting it there. And the Saints, here's a shot from the right circle, and it's held on to by Woolery as the penalty to Martin expires. So both teams now officially 0 for 1 on the power play, albeit for both teams very brief ones. Only 20 seconds apiece. But Maryville certainly gaining the upper hand here in the opening moments of this second period. Already 5 shots on goal to Central Michigan zip. Chippewas able to force a turnover after the defensive zone face-off loss, but a pass through center was going to connect with Isaac Gibbs, and it will go for icing. With 2:38 gone in this second period. It's been all Maryville to start things off. Central Michigan has had a couple of opportunities, but Maryville's really, unlike in that first period, they've really been able to set up some good offensive zone chances. Speaking of which, right off the face-off, a shot there by Ledecky was blocked out in front and sent the length of the ice. Central Michigan able to avoid an icing call here. Montgomery fed it up the right wing wall. Bounced around at the St. Point, where it's sent back into the Chippewa end. Hutton racing back there with his opposite number hot on his heels. That's Devin Talkman. Hutton was able to clear to the line, but not out. Hutton again on it, gets it out to center ice. It'll be fired right back in by Garrett White. Woolery left it off there for Chris Martin. Old play catch with Jace Johnson. Johnson cutting through the neutral zone, batted it back into the offensive end for CMU. The Saints back defensively. White avoids the check. Loose puck along the half wall, poked out to center. Turning on the Jets, here's Beer. Beer gets hauled down by Hutton. No arm up from either official, so we continue play. Ben Beer out of St. Louis, Missouri, coughed up the puck. Central Michigan sends it back out to center. It'll be controlled across the way there by Vitt. He wraps it around the board. Johnson and Vitt got caught up at center. Johnson steps around to check, but he couldn't control the puck, and the Saints will have to play this back in their own end. 4 minutes gone in the second period. Central Michigan and Maryville deadlocked as we started. Scoreless through the first 25 minutes. This is lifted down the ice, icing the signal and the call here against Central Michigan. So a group that's been out there for a little bit, at least in Hutton and Martin defensively. They'll be forced to stay out there with a fresh group of Saints making their way onto the ice. Face off to the left of Woolery. One by Central Michigan. They get it up to the point and out. Look at the hustle here by Andrew Miller to pressure Maryville back to their own line. Up the left wing, nice lead pass ahead to Button. Pressured here by Hutton, they go into the corner. McMillan pinching in for Maryville, got it free, here's a shot by Meek, that was denied. Good opportunity for Maryville, they've had a couple of those chances here in the opening moments of this second period where they've pulled it free and gotten a good one-time shot on Caleb Woolery, but so far the netminder for CMU has stood tall, stopping all 20 Maryville shots. CMU still without a shot in this period. Look out, Ferrari in behind the defense, snapped it off the goal post. He goes hard into the boards. It'll come back out to the line, kept alive there by Button, but look out, Central Michigan the other way. Connor Morgan protecting the puck to the outside. He gets hauled down into the end boards. The penalty coming. Morgan's slow to get up. Maryville now back up. They're able to send the puck back to the Central Michigan end. A pass in front of the Maryville bench to nobody in particular. Almost caught them in the midst of a line change, but either way, they're able to get out of it scot-free. Siraki gets hammered into the boards, and that's going to be a penalty. Interference is going to be the call here on Danny Lay. He's going to skate to the box, and Central Michigan's going to have their second power play of the evening. It's an interference minor on the sophomore out of Webster Groves High. Face-off will be back in the Maryville end to our right. Hop to dig in here with Lucas McMillan. Won by the Saints, though the Chippewas first to it. Jace Johnson along the half boards. The Central Michigan power play 0 for 1 on a brief 20-second power play earlier in the period. A centering pass for Hop cut off, sent down the length of the ice here by Joey Bunton. And it'll be controlled by Caleb Woolery behind his own net. Central Michigan's power play has struggled as of late. Only 1 for 12 in their last 4 games. Now look out, Bishop got it free to Hop. He steps in, a shot. Montgomery got most of it, and it trickled just wide of the goal. Bishop pulled it free in the corner, sent it out in front. Hop, another save there by Montgomery. Back up to the right point, Chippewas keep it alive. Left point here for Gilgren, near side Camara, top of the circle, back up deep slot for Johnson, near side, one-timer, saved by Montgomery. Rebound is loose in the right wing circle and cleared down the ice. Boy, a couple of great opportunities there for Central Michigan, though they come up empty-handed. A minute remaining in the Leahy penalty. Stepping up the left wing, Sam Camara with steam into the zone. Pulls up in the far corner, backs it up to the point from Morgan. Down the wall once again, Morgan gets the rebound, gets the return feed, a shot that was deflected possibly by a high stick. Referees, though, deem it was legal, and play goes on. Wrap around the boards, hit a stanchion, it'll come back out to center. The Central Michigan power play has generated the first 3 shots of this period for the Chippewas, coming here at the 8-minute mark. 25 seconds to go on the man advantage for Central Michigan. It'll be controlled and moved out here by Isaac Gibbs. Cutting up the left wing is across that line. Pulls up along the half wall, drifts down into the corner. Lost it momentarily, regains it, rims it around the boards, and nobody's there at the right point for Central Michigan, and the puck will drift back into the Chippewa end. Lead pass ahead, Morgan couldn't control. It'll be swept the length of the ice. Out of the box comes Leahy, and the Saints have killed off the first Central Michigan power play of this hockey game. First full length one, mind you. Here's stepping in, a shot from the left half wall was blocked. Hess goes into the corner. Lost control of it. Central Michigan able to bat it back out to center. Defensively, Meek will play it. Lead pass ahead to Hess. He's down the right wall, tried to feed it out in front. Isaac Gibbs laying out the body to block that one. Saints still control though. Hess back up to the point here for Meek. He holds it, shot through traffic. That was blocked. Now Bottles racing after it. He gets hauled down and he's unable to get it out. Saints keep it in. They play it down the boards. Martin pinned to the wall by Whaley. Pulled free, and it'll roll in on Woolery. He'll make the save. 11:41 to go in this second period. Both teams generating their chances. Shots now in this period. 7-3 in favor of Maryville, due in part to that power play and that 4-on-4 in which the open ice really benefited the men in white and red. Jace Johnson now to dig in with Brandon Cromer. One up. Here's a shot right off the faceoff. Blocked right up by Woolery. A great opportunity there for Ben Beer, but he was denied by Woolery. Once again, puck free back in the corner. Bouncing puck sent right out in front. Cleared by the Chippewas out to center. It'll go no further though. Up to the right wing. Stepping in over the line. Here's a long shot on goal. And it'll be controlled by Woolery. Keegan Holub letting that shot go. The Eckville, Alberta native. Played his junior hockey in the KIJHL for 3 seasons. Amassed pretty good 132 games played, only 28 points in that time. He's got 18 in 52 games in the ACHA. Chippewas able to get the loose puck and clear it out. We're 9 minutes into the second period, still scoreless. Chippewas and Saints. Reagan Cleaves on the call for you here on Web Sports Radio. Steve Casson pushing the 1s and 2s. Play up the right wing wall. Central can't get it out. Second opportunity they do, and Whaley will play it back at his own line. Stretch pass ahead. Tipped to the offensive end by Maryville, and it'll be
batted back out to center by Maddox Grimes. At center, cutting over the line, here's Vitt out of Kirkwood, Missouri. Will pursue the puck behind the net, battle for it there. He rubs Grimes off the puck, and it'll be controlled here by Clements. He fires it around the boards and has enough steam to go all the way down the ice. There is no icing signal, and so we'll play on. Clements intercepted a pass at center, flops it into the opposite corner, racing after it. There is Vitt, beaten by his man to the puck. A centering feed, hop wanted the one-timer, but was knocked away from him. Back up the left point, Chippewas keep it alive. A shot that was blocked high in the air. Control here by Hullum. Hullum lost control of the puck. Isaac Gibbs stripped him of it, and the Chippewas will play it back defensively. We're halfway through here in Springfield. Gibbs stepping in with a shot from the right wing circle, blocked. Another opportunity, he spins it out in front, was blocked away. Now Bomer up the right wing with a head of steam, cuts across the line, tried to feed it out in front. Look out, a great opportunity, but it couldn't be put home by Lee. Rebound behind the net. Lee trying to battle for it and pull it free from Maryville. Comes back into the corner. Danny Lay has it. Centered it out in front. A one-time blast by Ledecky went wide. Comes back into the corner. Nathan Meek pinching down from the blue line. Trying to work it free for the Saints. He pulled it out in front. Shot saved by Woolery on a nifty redirect from the point by Bomer. Now the Saints step free right circle shot blocked. Bomer gets it back in the corner though. He feeds it back up top to the point. Controlled by Meek's left side. He throws it around behind the net. Isaac Gibbs first there for the Chippewas. He's able to get it down the ice. Icing's going to be waved off as it was right there for Garrett White to control. He's got to go chasing back into his own end to play it. Stretch pass ahead, too far for his man. Sent down the ice. Woolery's got to come out of his net to play it. Throws it around the boards. Right side controlled here by the Saints. Behind the net, they pull it free. Ferrari in the far boards. Gets it up top for Johnson. His shot was blocked out in front. Rebound controlled once again by the Saints. They play it around to the far corner. Pulled free by Bunton, the leading assist getter. Got it free. A shot there by McMillan was snapped just wide. It has been all Saints here to start this second period. They're dominating the Chippewas right now, leading in the shot category 14-3 through the first 12 minutes. Shots were 13-12 coming in. They now sit 27-15 in favor of the Saints. They're really starting to come out on top here in this one, though they can't break through. Multiple opportunities. Look out, a giveaway out in front of Woolery. He makes the save. The rebound was put just wide. The Saints buzzing here at the start of the second period. They work it free. At the point, here's Johnson. Shot saved by Woolery. Rebound deflected into the corner. Battling for it there. Chippewas able to pull it free. Andrew Siraki can't get it out though. Kept alive by McMillan. He throws it around behind the net. Chasing into the corner is Amel. Amel behind the net. Got it free to the right side for Tuckman. He rims it around the boards. A shot by Meeks from the left half wall. Blocked by Woolery. Still the Saints control. Hess's shot saved by Woolery. That's shot 31 on the evening for Maryville. Getting close to 20 shots in this first 13 minutes for Maryville. CMU only has mustered 3. A dominating first half of this period for Maryville, and it's showing. Central Michigan led legs going to the benches. They're finally able to scramble 5 people onto the ice. Kuhn still out there for Central Michigan. He's on the forecheck here. Bishop rubs his man into the corner. That's Colin Johnson. Chippewas looking to go to work. Armentrout pulled it free to Bishop in front. His shot was denied. Look out, Armentrout bounces on the loose puck. Puts it down behind the Maryville net. Saints are able to clear it up the wall and out. This will go down the ice. Icing waved off. Maddox Grimes racing after it with 6:22 remaining in this second period. Chippewas and Saints tied at 0. Neither team has been able to get a goal across on the score sheet thus far, but Maryville by far in this second period has had the better of the opportunities. Now it's played back out to center where Central Michigan is able to play it back to their own line, and a little bit of respite here for Caleb Woolery. The last couple of minutes, Maryville hasn't been able to get many shots on. Great play by Bishop to tip this into the offensive end for the Chippewas. Armentrout on the pressure. Chippewas force a turnover. Hop sidesteps the check, tries to backhand it down in front for Armentrout. He lost his glove, couldn't get a stick on it. Now Bottles turns one from the bottom of the right circle here, and it was denied by Montgomery. Back up to the point. Chippewas unable to keep it alive. Away on left wing, here's Beer. He steps in, shot, and that one just goes wide off of Woolery and up out of play with 5:20 to go in this second period. Shots 31-17 for Maryville. Boy, they've been pouring on the pressure. That's now 27 shots here in this second period. My mental math needs a little bit of work. Central Michigan still only mustering 5. Clements into the far corner for Central Michigan off the face-off win. He gets hauled down, able to work the puck free though. Hutton up the wall, Hop able to work it free for Isaac Gibbs. He lifts a pass ahead on left wing to Johnson. Across that line, cuts in with a shot, gobbled up there by Montgomery. He holds on, 5:02 remaining here in the second. As few shots as Central Michigan has had in this period, the ones that they've gotten have been some pretty quality scoring chances. Their forecheck has been pretty good, but the problem is they just haven't been able to set up much. Been all Maryville. And pass negated by Central Michigan. They'll step over the line. Hutton had his shot directed into the corner. He tries to send it out in front. Once again intercepted by the Saints. They get it to the point, but not out. Kept in there by Jace Johnson. Puck free at the side of the Maryville net. Moved ahead here by Central Michigan. Moved ahead by the Saints. Ledecky over the line. Lofted it on ahead to Bomer. Bomer out in front. Loose puck. Ledecky's shot was sent just wide. And the Chippewas were able to move up on right wing. Isaac Hop weaving his way through center. Over the line. Sent it in on goal. Montgomery directed it into the corner. They battle for it behind the net. Poked free to the near side where Hutton tried to get it deep. Connected with Gibbs. His spinner on shot was going wide. Montgomery left it into the corner. Slapped around up to the point. Hutton will smartly retreat back out to center. 16 minutes gone here in this second period. Chippewas have finally reached 8 shots in the period. Now look out, Isaac Gibbs over the line, cuts in with a shot. Sent that just wide. Rebound, back up to the point. Chippewas unable to keep it alive. Look out, Saints might have numbers. Up the right wing, McMillan stepping in, fed it out in front. A backhand feed was blocked out in front. Button tried the backhand pass to the back door, couldn't connect. And meanwhile, Button has it. Deep slot, tried to push it deep. Here's another opportunity sent out in front, directed just wide. 3:30 to go here in the period. Gibbs puts on the brakes, tried to feed it to Grollo, couldn't connect. It was cut off by McMillan. Now Meeks worked over by Gibbs, trying to pull it free. He couldn't do so. Maryville responding well on the defense here. Central Michigan's forecheck has been very good the last couple of minutes, but credit to Maryville. They're keeping up the pressure, and they're really doing a good job of supporting their netminder. Making sure Central Michigan has to work for every single shot they can take. Meanwhile, the Saints are seeming to running around to the Chippewas end with reckless abandon. Speaking of which, Meeks has it behind the net, centered it out in front. It was denied. It goes back into the far corner. Meeks up to the right point, collected here by Johnson. Sends it around the boards. Meeks left it off there for McMillan. He tried to center it out in front. Rebound came high slot. A shot deflected just wide. Another opportunity was cleared back up to the point and out. Central Michigan able to catch a little bit of respite here. Meanwhile, Maryville trying to keep up the pressure here in the final 3 minutes of the period. Up the right wing, here's Hess. Across the line, sent it into the corner along the near side. Loose puck came back out to center. Chippewas are away. Left to right come the maroon and gold. Stepping across the line. Kuhn to the backhand. Fitted out in front. Morgan right on the doorstep. Couldn't connect. Now here's Tuckman. Tuckman up the wing. He'll dump it into the offensive end for Maryville. Grimes is back there for the Chippewas. Work the puck free up to the half wall. Battle for it ensues. Pulled free by Tuckman. Shot save by Woolery. It's loose out in front. Rolls in on the netminder. Hess backhanding it in on goal. And Woolery is able to hold. He's been sharp tonight. 33 saves thus far in Full 20 of them have come in this second period. Chippewas have had trouble this season in keeping things up through the second period. They've been outshot now by a full 35 all season in this second period. It's been, and ironically, what has been a good period for them. They've outscored their opponents 15-9, but in the shot category, Central Michigan has struggled throughout the year, especially when facing ranked opponents, against which they're 0-6 this season. Chippewas able to clear it out off the defensive zone face-off win, sent right back in by the Saints. Bottles pickpocketed, and it'll be lofted up on right wing. Bishop trying to work around his man, coughed up the puck, and Maryville will send it up right wing. Loose puck at center, look out. Armentrout gets leveled there by the Maryville Brad Beer, that allows the Saints to come back in. Shot over the top of the goal, rebound back out to center, poked ahead by Bishop. He couldn't control it though, it's placed back out at center. Final minute of play in the second period. It's been all Maryville on the shot clock. They lead 33-21. 20 of those shots coming here in this second period alone. After a slow start to this game, Maryville really upped the pressure. Credit to Central Michigan, they've hung in there. Time winding down here, 40 seconds to go in the period. It's battled for behind Montgomery. Garrett White pulling it free, pokes it into the corner. Maddox Grimes thought about pinching in, but decided to go back out defensively, and in turn it was a good thing as Ben Beer was back out at center. Now look out, Armentrout getting into it with a Saint in front of the Chippewa bench. That's Ben Beer. They'll step away from each other, and Chippewas trying to poke it free. 13 seconds to go. Look out, Johnson has it, bottom of the left circle, fed it out in front. Maddox has it. Here's a shot. Scores! Maddox Grimes puts it home for the right point, and the Chippewas are on the board. A late period tally by Central Michigan, one that comes in a period dominated by Maryville. Chippewas were able to keep it in. Turnover forced along the far boards by Jace Johnson. He worked it free. His centering feed didn't go where it intended, into the slot. Instead, it comes to Maddox Grimes at the point, and the Jackson United product fires it home. May have hit a body out in front. He gets his first ACHA goal, and the Chippewas will head to the second intermission up 1-0 in a game that Maryville should easily be leading by 2 or 3. A gutsy performance by the Chippewas. Maryville's frustrated, headed to their locker room, as they probably should. Shots on goal in that period were 20-10. Maryville doubled up the Chippewas and somehow can't come out with the lead, and that's doing credit to the netminder Caleb Woolery. So they are going to give that goal to Isaac Hopp, as you hear PA announcer Andy Storrs with the announcement. They're going to give that goal to Isaac Hopp. The assist will go to Maddox Grimes, and the Chippewas will head to the locker room at the end of 40 minutes, up 1-0 here over the number 18 Maryville Saints. We'll pause, be back with the play-by-play of period number 3. CMU 1, Maryville 0 here from Brightspeed Ice Park. Final period of regulation here at Brightspeed Ice Park. Central Michigan, off of a late third period goal, are up 1-0 against the number 18 team in the nation, the Maryville Saints. Hi again, everybody. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. Reagan Cleaves alongside Steve Casson, pushing the ones and twos for us here on Web Sports Radio. Happy to have you along for this third period. Maryville dominated the second period in shots, 20-10, but the Chippewas lead where it matters most. 1-0 on the scoreboard here as we get underway in period 3. Central Michigan controls, back out at neutral ice. Sam Camara plays it back to Josh Gilgren. Chippewas right to left here in this third period. Maroon Road uniforms with gold numerals. Icing waved off here against the Saints. Back down in the Central Michigan end. It's back out at the neutral zone. Will be played back here for Josh Gilgren. Up the right wing, they couldn't get it out. Saints onside, and they'll poke it down into the corner. Camara there for CMU, rims it around the boards. Nick Kuhn on the near side will play it out to center. Along the right wing, Siraki dropped it back, but it was intercepted by Leahy. Now look out, Kuhn out in front, snap that one just wide on the rebound. Look out, Central Michigan, a great opportunity. Another shot from the right point, deflected out in front. A minute to go here in this, a minute gone in this third period. Chippewas up 1-0 over the Saints. Chippewas looking up for a big win over a top 25 team. They're unbeaten. They're winless against ranked teams this season. Ranked being in the top 25, of course. Look out, Bottle steps free, and he lost the puck on the deke. Montgomery able to poke check it away from him. A minute and 30 gone in the third period. Central Michigan up 1-0 and looking to add to it. Down in the corner, Bottles lost an edge. Armentrout pulled it free. Near side, back up to the point, kept in by Martin. A lofted shot wide, trying to carry him off the end boards. Battle for it at the side of the net. They jam away at it, comes free into the shot. Loose puck cleared up off the glass and back out to center. Look out, the Saints might have numbers. Over the line left side, they poke it down into the corner boards. They battle for it there before it's pulled free and sent back out to center. This will drift in. Montgomery way out of his goal crease to play it on ahead. Hutton controls. He steps right in, and it was deflected back into the corner. Hutton, though, controls for the Chippewas. Backdoor for Hop, and a great backdoor save by Montgomery, sticking out that left pad and robbing Isaac Hop of what would have been his second of the night. A beautiful opportunity for Central Michigan. Great play by Gibbs to find Hop along the back door. That was Hutton to find Hop along the back door, but good job by Montgomery to get that left pad over in time to make the save. This is going to go for icing against Maryville. And again, Chippewas getting the lone goal of the hockey game thus far. Hop from Grimes with just 6 seconds remaining in that third period. Chase Johnson was able to pull it free from the half wall, work it down into the corner. His centering feed got up to Grimes at the point, where his shot was deflected in front by Hop, robbing Grimes of what would have been his first ACHA goal. But winds up that it's a bit of a fortuitous bounce, as that shot upon replay, at least up here in the booth, was definitely going wide. Hop was able to direct it into the net. That's where we stand right now. Central Michigan 1-0 over Maryville right now. And at least through the start of this third period, Chippewas have added a couple more shots onto the board. 33-24 right now, the total. Maryville still out shooting, 33-24. Chippewas trying to break out of their own zone. Good forecheck here by the Saints, though. The Chippewas passing the puck back and forth in their own end. 3:20 gone in this third period. Chippewas, again, trying to break out of their own zone and just cannot do it. Finally, they get it out to center. Hutton across the line, and he'll dump it in. Back behind the net. It'll be controlled by the Saints. They'll move it up right wing with Speed McMillan. Cutting through center, will dump it into the offensive end, where it's controlled here by the Chippewas. They cough it up at their own blue line, though, and it's sent right back in by the Saints. 16-11 to go. Third period, 1-0. Central Michigan leads in game 2 of the Route 66 showcase. Battle for it down in the corner. The pair of 15s go at it. It's eventually pulled free by the maroon and gold 15. And up the left wing comes Nick Kuhn. Siraki able to poke this down deep. He'll go after Nathan Meek in the corner. It's pulled free. Saints able to clear it to the line, but not out. Bowerson absorbs the check. That's Clements absorbs the check, and away come the Saints. Here's a shot saved by Woolery. Another big, juicy rebound to the right wing circle allows the Saints to gain control once again. Clements, though, grabs the loose pocket behind his own net, sends it back out to center. It'll be lifted right back in. Bowerson. Near side, Clements. Across that line. Will come in with Bishop. Here's a shot saved by Montgomery. The rebound is loose out in front, and it's cleared back to the near corner. That looked like it might have been offsides, but the referees let it go, and play continues. 5 minutes gone in this third period. Central Michigan up 1-0 over the number 18 team in the nation, the Maryville Saints. Puck tied up along the half wall. Great effort by Chris Armentrout to pin this puck in the offensive end. Bishop worked it free down into the corner, pressured there by Meek. Again, another tie-up ensues. Bishop pulled it free, sends it off the end boards and back up to the right point. Gilgren's hammer shot was blocked, and the Saints are able to pick it up. Colin Johnson lost this through center. Bouncing puck controlled and slapped back out to center by Bishop. Controlled there by Danny Lay. Will bounce this in on Woolery. A dangerous opportunity there. It doesn't look like much at first glance, but those bouncing pucks can be oh so difficult for netminders to handle. And Woolery is able to find that one. Draw to the right. Here of Caleb Woolery digging in against Leahy. It'll be Isaac Hopp. Off the tie-up. Chippewas get it to the point, but not out. A long slap shot from the point. Glove down by Woolery, and he holds. Under 15 minutes to go in regulation. Central Michigan up 1-0 off of Isaac Hopp's second of the campaign. Scored his first goal back on October 4th against Michigan State at Mud Ice Arena. Talk about a place to get your first ACHA goal. Look out, the Saints force a turnover and a shot by Leahy. Glove down by Woolery. He's been sharp tonight. The product of Forest Hills Northern Eastern Michigan High School hockey out of Grand Rapids. He's got a 373 goals against average in his career for the Maroon and Gold. It's suffered a little bit this season as he's been put in the net against Grand Valley State, Michigan State, and the likes of a couple of other fantastic MCHC teams. Now look out over the left wing, Central Michigan right to left. Nice drop pass from Morgan to Kuhn, off his skate, trying to feed it out in front. Look out, Martin's got it in the slot. Shot blocked in front. Rebound was somehow blocked in front. Oh my, Chippewas inches away from getting their second of the night. Back down, racing back for it is Lucas Hutton. His clearing attempt back out to center was knocked down by Emil. He's across the line, dancing down into the corner boards. Behind the net, a centering feed cut off by Connor Morgan. Kuhn gets to it on the near half boards. Kuhn knocked off the puck. Hutton got it ahead. Morgan, though, the intended target, knocked away from him. He throws his man into the boards. No penalty coming. It's loose back down into the corner. Martin puts it down deep. Hess trying to work it free for the red and black. Back up to the left point. Here's Beer. Beer stepped around a man, controlled and dumped deep by Amel. Loose puck controlled by Talkman in the near corner. Flipped it around the boards into the far side. Rubbing his man off the puck there is Hutton. Up to the right point. Another keep in by Beer. Chippewas, again, another point in this game where they haven't been able to break out of their own defensive end. They finally do, except the icing's going to be waved off here. So they catch a break. Five fresh bodies on the ice for the Maroon and Gold. Lead pass ahead, too far for Button. He'll go into the corner, pressured by Martin. Button trying to work free from the Central Michigan captain. He does. Into the left circle, spin around shot. That just went wide. Woolery will find the carom off the end boards and pounce on it with 12:20 remaining. Here in period 3, shots now 39-26 in favor of the Saints. Face off in the Central Michigan end. Puck to the boards. Cleared back up to the point, kept alive, and dumped into the near corner. It's thrown out in front. Armin Trout on the receive for Central Michigan. He skies that into the rafters. Not often you see something like that in a rink with the rafters as high as this, but goes up and out of play. Chippewas are used to seeing that at their home barn, Martin Ice Arena. The rafters are about maybe 10 to 15 feet shorter than they are here at Brightspeed. Now the Chippewas through center. Bottles across that line left wing. Cuts in with a shot blocked over top. And the Saints will bust out with speed. Over the left wing. Pressure to the outside is Meek. Sent it out in front. Woolery able to direct it away from the danger. Dump in. Kicked away by Bowerson. An old motor up ice left wing. Gains the red line. Will flop this in on goal. Blockered into the corner there by Montgomery. Puck kept into the left point. It'll bounce in on Montgomery. Look out. He almost had that one squeak by him, but he comes away with it unscathed. 11:20 remaining in regulation shots. 40-28 Maryville. Now Meek cutting in. Had the puck kicked away from him by Bowerson. And Bowerson chops it out to center. Ahead on left wing, Jace Johnson, the speedy sophomore. Cuts in on goal. Montgomery made the save. Rebound popped high over top of the net. Jace Johnson goes down. Gilger's wrist shot from the right wing point. His glove down by Montgomery. He holds with 8:59 gone here in this third period. Both teams generating their fair share of opportunities. Central Michigan right now ahead in the shots here in this third period, 8-7. But still, we're kind of back to where we were in that third period, where it was both teams, back in that first period, where both teams getting their fair share of opportunities, neither really being able to shut up shop. Maryville controlled the bulk of that second period, though the Chippewas got a late tally to put themselves up one here in period 3. Back down in the corner, Chippewas were able to clear it out. Look out, they gave it away. Pass to the back door, and Woolery made the save. And now we got a crowd gathering behind the net. Caleb Woolery will go over to investigate, and we'll see what comes out of that. Whaley, and it's Caden Whaley, came in late, tried to get a little poke in on Woolery, and then a crowd gathered after that, and we'll see what comes out of it, if anything. So it looks like we'll stay 5-on-5, which will be good for Central Michigan. We saw them struggle on the power play and the 4-on-4 early in that second period. That led to that wave of shots for Maryville. Draw to the left of Central Michigan's net, won by the Saints, though it's poked free and controlled by Martin. He'll play it up to the point, kept in at the line, no, batted down the boards to Hullum. Hullum, his shot from the right half wall, ricochets wide. Siraki controls across the way, trying to jam it out, and he does. Nick Kuhn turns on the afterburners, can't get to the puck in time. It'll be controlled by White at his own line. Lead pass on ahead. Martin controls, and he's able to get it back out to center. We're halfway through the final period of regulation. Chippewas up 1 on Isaac Hopp's second of the campaign. Now they clear it to the line to the Saints, but Chippewas unable to keep it in. It bounces around at center. Scooped up there here by White. He's across that line, right wing. Puts on the brakes in the corner, spins away from Morgan, gets it up to the point. Leahy, his shot was blocked by Woolery. Back into the corner, Connor Morgan digging down with his man. That's White. They battle for it. Martin able to pin it up against the boards. Fist free by Beer. Beer in the corners. Fed it out in front. It's loose in the slot. Left circle. Leahy shot saved by Woolery. Rebound back in the corner, and it's chipped up the wall. Siraki collects, trying to spin away. He's hauled down. Penalty coming up on Maryville. Woolery will stroll to the bench to get the extra attacker on for the Chippewas on the delayed call. And is that going to be 2 penalties? No, it's only going to be 1, as Hutton was hauled down, and the Chippewas are going to head to the power play here, their third of the night, holding a 1-goal lead over Maryville.
Welcome to the Brightspeed Ice Park. Keep skating, and I'm going to keep playing some big tunes. Thanks for hanging out right here at Brightspeed Ice Park.
10:42, the time of the penalty. Leahy off yet again, this time for a trip. He was also whistled off last go-around for interference. Now Maryville up the right wing, short-handed. They're going to be short. They're going to be offside here, and a late shot by Bunton. Chippewas, though, don't react to anything as you might expect them to with a late shot on goal like that. With the offside, faceoff will come out to center ice across from the Chippewa bench at center. On the near side, 1:49 to go in the power play for Maryville, or pardon me, the power play for Central Michigan. Maryville wins the faceoff at center. They dump it down behind the net. Central Michigan 0 for 2 on the power play today, albeit their first power play was only 20 seconds long. Jace Johnson cutting in a shot that was denied by Montgomery, coming out of his crease to challenge that. Now Hop able to backhand it up to the point, kept alive by Gilgren, slides it left point, and he'll get it back. Deep slot Camara. Down the wall for Johnson. Back up to Camara. He's got it one time. Wrist shot through traffic. It's loose out in front. Montgomery made the save. The rebound is loose underneath him, and he holds on. Great opportunity there for the Chippewas, showing some life on this power play, and it's struggled in the last 4 games. Only 1 goal in their last, now 14 attempts, including tonight. Going back to the series against Calvin 2 weeks ago. Again, Calvin ranked number 2 in the nation. And another top 25 matchup for Central Michigan, a team that is ranked right about the mid-40s as things stand in the computer rankings. Maryville's able to dump it in. Look out. Chippewas cough it up behind their own net. Camara, though, able to scoop it up and will lead the charge. 4 on 3. Down the left wing. We'll pull it up in the corner, trying to reverse it to Johnson, who's got it at the left point now after reversing field. Morgan steps in behind the net, couldn't connect. And the loose puck is cleared up and out here by Maryville with 39 seconds to go on their penalty. Camara behind his own net will hold for CMU. Right to left go the Chippewas here in this third period, leading 1-0 over Maryville. Chippewas are winless in 6 games versus ranked opponents this season. They chip it down behind the net in the Maryville end to our left. Back out at the line, kept in by Martin. Morgan fed it to Gibbs. He's got time and space in the slot. A shot saved. Morgan couldn't get to the rebound. Bottom of the left circle. Martin has it back up top. 5 seconds to go in the power play. He steps in, trying to feed it back door. Couldn't connect. Gibbs fed it down behind the net. He'll get it back along the half wall. We're back to full strength. Here's a shot that was snapped just wide by Gibbs and sent all the way down the ice back into the Central Michigan line, where Martin will hold. 7:07 remaining in regulation. Chippewas up 1-0 on the Saints here on Web Sports Radio. Flipped out through center. Maryville knocked it down. They'll launch it in. Goes off the skate of Isaac Gibbs. He's got it along the corner boards. On the far side, gets it out to center. Through the neutral zone. To the outside, a centering feed off the stick of Beer will go behind the net. Hop on the loose puck on the near side for Central Michigan. Motoring out through center, harassed from behind by Hullum. He forced a turnover. Chasing the puck. Here is Brad Beer behind the net. It's poked free here by Cromer. Cromer hammers his man to the boards. Loose puck. Left circle. Shot that was blocked. Partially will come to the near corner. One around the boards with 6:14 to go. Great interrupt by Johnson, able to knock it down, and it's bouncing around at the Chippewa line. They get it out. Johnson backhands it down to the Maryville defensive end. Shipped through center. Gibbs controls at his own blue line. Will backhand it through the neutral zone, intercepted, and the Saints will enter the zone. Gibbs found the loose puck, tried to clear it, bounced off of Vitt, and it's moved out to center. Here's Connor Morgan, a 3-on-1 for CMU. Pulled up at the top of the left circle, lost control of the puck as he tried to feed it across the way. It's taken behind the net here by Johnson. He's pinned up against the boards. 5:40 to go in regulation. Chippewas, unbeaten against ranked teams this season, up by 1 here against the number 18 team, Maryville. Shot from the point. This is going to be offside against Maryville. And slashing the boards in frustration is Rusty Hess. This game has been very frustrating here for Maryville. They dominated, and I mean dominated, in that second period. 20-10 the shots on goal, but Caleb Woolery has played by far his best game in net for CMU this season. Nathan Meek holding it behind his own end. It's played out to center, played out to the line, kept in. Kuhn couldn't control it though as it's bounced back out to center again. And talking about Woolery, I mean, no discredit to Tyler Montgomery. He has played so well here tonight, stopping in his own right 33 shots. It was just one that was deflected in front of him with 6 seconds to go. That led things, and now Maryville scores! Colin Johnson ripped it from the right point through traffic past Woolery, and we are tied. Another goal that comes out of absolutely nowhere. The Saints are able to hold it in at the line. The shot comes from Johnson, and he has his 5th of the campaign. And at 15:05, we have ourselves a brand new hockey game. We'll wait to see who the assist goes to, but that shot comes on shot number 44 of the night. Here's another shot by Maryville, trying to go that same top corner on Woolery. Again, he's a smaller netminder, 5'10". Those top corners can be a little bit difficult. Those short netminders. That's why you see, at least in the National Hockey League, more and more taller netminders. Look out, Maryville steps free, shot save Woolery. It's loose out in front and cleared. This will go down the ice. I believe I heard 22 and 25 on the assists, so that's Tachman and Vitt. Maryville, though, hungry for more in the offensive end to our right. Pulled free up to the point by Ledecky, and the Saints will have to chip it back in. We're tied at 1 with 3:43 to go. In regulation, Central Michigan and Maryville deadlocked at 1. Up the wing, Johnson across that line for CMU, dropped it back for Gibbs. He'll throw it around the boards. Gibbs takes an extra shot at his man as they're tied up the left point. He and Leahy get into it. Nothing comes of it. Bouncing puck in the Maryville end, controlled by Martin. He'll spin it around behind the net. Isaac Gibbs after it for the Chippewas. Pressured into the corner. Hutton pulled it free in the left circle. Put it down behind the net. Back up to the right point for Martin. He holds on, throws it wide of goal, and it'll be taken in front. It's loose, right circle, hop, spin around, shot, save the rebound. It's pulled free by Gibbs, another save by Montgomery. It's still loose out in front. They jam away at it. Montgomery prone. Where's the puck? It's pulled free by the Saints, and away they come. Up the left wing. Here's Leahy across the line, tries to split the defense. Split the legs of Martin, and he does, but he lost control of the puck, and now Hutton hauls down his man, and somehow there's not a penalty. Hutton took the feet out from underneath his man Bomer, and the Saints bench is livid. Play down in the Maryville end. 2.5 to go here in regulation. Saints and Chippewas tied at 1. Up the right wing. Loose puck picked up by CMU. They try to bat it along at the point. Hutton able to move out. Across that line left side, will chip it into the offensive end with 2:08 to go in regulation. Loose puck will be cleared back out to center. It will be taken here by Bowerson. Goals from Hupp for CMU and Colin Johnson for Maryville. Have us at a 1-1 tie with 1:52 to go. Look out, Chippewas. Kuhn in the slot, knocked down, rebound. It's loose out in front of Montgomery again, and it's cleared by Maryville again. Boy, Chippewas have had their share of opportunities here in this third period, but they have not been able to crack the code. Montgomery has stood tall, stopping in this period 11 shots. The difference from where we were early on in this third period is Colin Johnson's 5th. Maryville takes a timeout. We'll keep it right here. But Johnson out of Imperial, Missouri, was able to keep that puck in at the right point. And player who's only had 12 goals in his career thus far. And is able to put one home, albeit rather unexpectedly from the right point. And if you're Brendan Martin on the Chippewa bench as the head coach, you got to take what you can get. This is a game in which, especially in that second period, you should have been down much further than up 1-0 at the end of 40 minutes. But credit to the Chippewas, they battled throughout that second period. They came back, but Maryville didn't give up. And we're tied at 1 with 1:40 to go in this third period. Face off to the right of Montgomery. Bottles will dig in for CMU. He can't win it though as Maryville clears it out to center ice. Clements at center will backhand this into the offensive end. Colin Johnson, the goal scorer for Maryville, back there to play it. Bowerson shot from the left point, gloved down by Montgomery. And he holds on with 1:27 to go here in regulation. Stay with us later on today. Maryville and Arizona State to kick things off in just a little bit. Now look out, Maryville trying to end it in regulation. Fires that shot wide. 1:17 to go here in regulation. Play along the near half boards. Bowerson controls. Plays it across the way. Tries to get it back from his defensive partner. Too hard for him. And Harmon-Trout will lift this through center. Played back out to the Chippewa blue line and into the maroon and gold end to our right. Bowerson slaps this off the half boards. Back out to center ice. Loose puck. Controlled by the Saints, and they'll fire this in wide of goal. Hutton off the carom on the end boards. Plays it in the near corner with 45 seconds to go in regulation. McMillan at center, pickpocketed by Bishop. Trying to start something here for the Chippewas, waning moments of the third. This is rolled in on Montgomery, and the Saints will have a defensive zone face-off draw here with just 34 seconds left. If you're the Saints, you might want to see Montgomery continue to play that and let time continue to run here in this third period. Toronto Montgomery's right. Gibbs pokes it down deep and he'll get it himself off the win. Up to the right point on the rim around. Kamara kept it alive down low. Saints, though, get the turnover, send it down the ice, icing waved off. Hutton behind his own net. Gilgren will play it behind his own net. Across to Kamara, tried to jam it up the boards. Chippewas can't get it out though. Here's a shot from the point, saved by Woolery, and chopped down in front there was Sam Bomer. And we'll have a stoppage of play with just 12 seconds left in this third period. (1-1) the score. Maryville trying to get something going here with an offensive face-off with just 12 seconds left. Face-off won by the Saints. They control on the half wall. Centering feed loose in the circle. It's cleared by the Chippewas. This will go down the ice, and beating out the clock here is Colin Johnson. There'll be another face-off in the Central Michigan end with 4.1 seconds to go here in this third period. Leahy in the circle. Can't win it for the Saints. Connor Morgan instead wins it back. It's rimmed up the far boards, and we get some extra hockey here this afternoon. We're tied 1-1 at the end of 3. We'll step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the play-by-play of overtime here on Web Sports Radio. Well, 60 minutes was not enough to decide the contest here between these two teams, Central Michigan and Maryville. Get things underway here in overtime. Chippewas have Gibbs, Martin, and Bottles out there. For the Saints, they go with Bomer, McMillan, and defensively Johnson, who's got the game-tying goal with just 5 minutes left here in this game. Maryville enters the zone. First off, they move right to left, attacking the net to our left with Caleb Watery between the pipes for CMU. He's made 45 saves on the evening, while his counterpart, Tyler Montgomery, made 36 through 60 minutes. Now McMillan pressured in the Maryville end. Will start to march things out for the for the Saints, but good forecheck here from Isaac Gibbs, keeping the pressure up for the Maroon and goal. You got to be careful if you're CMU not to give up anything too deep, and they don't here. Is breaking out. Here's Bomer. Across that line, left wing, will dance down into the left wing circle. Back it up top for Johnson. Johnson down into the corner. Taking a spill into the boards was McMillan. Now Bomer. Down to McMillan in the corner. He's regained his feet. Finds Bomer right circle, but they're too close together, and they can't get anything going as the backhand feed goes back out to center ice. Chippewas 1-0 in overtime games this year with a 5-4 win against Ferris State back in the opening weekend. Maryville coming off of a weekend where they split the Dordt series with a win or with a loss and a tie. That tie ended up going to a shootout. Maryville would lose that shootout. Now the Chippewas into the offensive end. Hutton tried the backhand feed for Johnson. He pokes it free to the left wing circle. Steps in, pulls up along the hash marks. Dances around Leahy. Down into the corner, finds Hop. Back up here to the left circle for Hutton. Trades places with Johnson. Puck free in the circle. Controlled here by Meek. He's got it behind his own goal with 3 minutes to go here in overtime. Leahy up the wing. He's got a 2-on-2. Great play by Jace Johnson to poke that puck free. Now Leahy hammers his man into the boards. No penalty call coming. It's back up to the point. Meek steps in. Shot snap just wide. Rebound on the back door. They score! Nathan Meek wins it in overtime. And Maryville completes the comeback. (2-1) the final. What a great fight here by Maryville. They controlled most of the game. They come back with just 5 minutes to go in the hockey game. They lead, they are able to generate a chance on the offensive end. And on the third shot of overtime, they get the goal and win it here 2-1. I don't know why the scoreboard says 3-1. It's 2-1, the final here at Brightspeed. Now, of course, that goal can't come without controversy, as it looked like Jace Johnson was hammered into the boards by Leahy on a hit from behind. The Chippewa bench was up in arms about it, but referees let him play, and shows you the benefit of playing till the whistle. Maryville was able to pick up that puck on a shot from the left wing circle. It caromed off of the end boards and poked out right into the back door, where it was Meek's. It was Meek there to pop it home. And that 3:17 of overtime. 2:17 of overtime. So Maryville wins 2-1 here at Brightspeed Ice Park, but the Route 66 showcase continues after just a little bit. It'll be Missouri State and Arizona State coming up next in about an hour. Steve Casson will have the call for you on that here on Web Sports Radio. Until next time, my name is Reagan Cleaves. For everybody else here at Web Sports Radio, saying so long. Final score tonight, 2-1, as Maryville comes back and knocks off Central Michigan here in Game 2 of the Route 66 Showcase. Have a great night, everybody.